Welcome to another episode of Math Snacks with Miss Glovely and Miss Wonderful. Today's episode is on shapes.
Miss Wonderful, could you sort these shapes that we have on the mat today into whatever categories you choose?
Okay, I'm going to put these together.
Okay.
And I'm going to put these together. And I'm going to put those together.
And what did you use to decide which group they went into?
Well, these are all yellow.
Okay.
And they're six-sided.
Okay.
And they look the same. If I stacked them, they'd all be the same.
All right.
These look the same and the same color.
Okay.
And these I sorted because, these have three sides, and these all have four sides.
Okay. So, color and sides.
Four sides.
Number of sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like us to talk about triangles today.
That's these.
That would be
I know my triangles.
Okay,
There's triangles.
There you go. Now I'm going to put some other shapes on the mat for us.
Okay.
And remember that we're talking about triangles.
Which looks like this.
That's right. You know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting quite a few on here. We'll try to make sure we can see all of them. They may have to kind of
We'll squish them in together. Okay, that works.
One more. Okay, we'll cover up the word shapes.
Okay.
Now, I would like for you to pick out the triangles.
Oh, that's easy because a triangle looks just like that.
Yes,
Here's my triangle.
So you.
This is my triangle. I'm going to move it here.
Okay, so
see, they're the same.
They are the same. They look almost
Similar.
identical. Similar, because they're not the same color, are they?
No, they're different color.
And they're not quite the same size.
No,
but they are the same shape. And what
are.
word did you use to? What did you say they were to each other?
They're similar.
Similar. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
That's good. They're not the same size,
Mm-hmm.
but they are the same shape. Do you see any other triangles on the mat?
This one looks like a triangle because it has a point up there.
Right.
And has three sides.
Right. So would it be a triangle?
But not all the sides are the same length.
Which brings us to an interesting point. In a triangle, do all of the side lengths have to be the same?
Well, this one is, and this is the one I've always worked with, and it's the same.
You know, that's a common misconception that we have and that children have, is that because it's so many times in textbooks and in examples that we give them, they see equilateral triangles where all the sides are equal. That's the one they recognize. And so then they don't transfer that information and realize that a triangle really has to be a three-sided closed figure, and the sides don't have to be equal.
So this one was an equilateral triangle?
That's correct.
Okay, and you said all sides the same length.
In an equilateral triangle.
In an equilateral.
All three side lengths are the same.
Well, so this is an equilateral.
Yes, it is. And why didn't you recognize that right from the beginning, that was also a triangle?
Because in all the things that I've ever seen in posters and in textbooks, the point is always facing up.
And the base is along the bottom. But if we, you're going to have to do it again.
Flip it,
if
or
you
rotate
flip it or
reflect it.
It looks exactly the same. So that would have to join our group of triangles, wouldn't it? Okay.
So that's a triangle.
Now you pointed out another one that you thought kind of looked like a triangle because it had a point and three sides.
Mm-hmm.
Could we add that to our group now?
If they don't have to be all the same length, like an equilateral triangle does, then I would add this one to that.
Okay, so let's keep going. Are there others on this mat?
Well, this one looks like that one if I almost.
Almost. It has three sides and it's closed.
And this one looks almost like that one, in fact. If I reflect it. So I'm going to put that one in that group.
Okay.
This one kind of looks like one.
What's wrong with that one?
Well, there's one side. And here's two sides.
Right.
But the third side's like not really three sides.
That's correct.
I think there's like four.
So I would not put that in the triangle group either. What about the other shapes?
Well, I know that's not.
Because it has
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So
yes.
That's not a triangle.
That's correct.
And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, so that's not a triangle. Well, can I just get rid of those?
You can just toss those out.
Okay. Now, this one has 1, 2, 3 sides, so that's a triangle.
Okay, what did we say earlier that a triangle has to have? Give me one thing it has to have.
It has to have 3 sides.
It has to have 3 sides. What else does it have to be?
It doesn't have to be equilateral.
No, it doesn't. The 3 sides don't have to be
It has
equal.
to have 3 points.
It has to have 3 points. And what do you notice about all the ones that we've put in these groups? What are all of their sides? What do they look like?
Look like a ramp.
They look like a ramp. Are they curved or are they straight sides?
They're straight.
They're straight sides. So is this one a triangle?
No, because it's curved.
There you go.
So a triangle also has to have straight sides.
And it's a closed figure, meaning those sides meet at the points or the vertices.
So I can get rid of this one too.
Out she goes.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are all, and this is a triangle. Even if I have the point down like this, it's still a triangle.
Yes.
Cool.
They can face any direction.
Now I wonder if we can look at rectangles.
That would be great.
Lovely.
Let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Triangles.
All right. You want to look at rectangles?
Let's look at rectangles now.
Okay.
I know my rectangles too.
Cool.
There's a rectangle. And I know a rectangle can go that way too, because since the triangle didn't make a difference, I can turn my rectangle a
Can I
different way.
snag a few more shapes over here?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Oops. Yes, I think we have them. Nope. Let's put one more.
Okay.
All right. Now, which ones of those shapes do you think are rectangles?
I know. You think you're sneaky, but I know it's this one and this one, even though it's turned. So that one goes, 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 right?
Oh, okay. Let's wait just a minute and look at these. What made those?
I wasn't right.
Well, I didn't say that, but let's look at these. What made those rectangles? How did you? What made you know that?
They each have 4 sides.
Okay, let's list those just like you did for the triangles.
Rectangles. 4 sides.
Okay, so
Which also means 4 vertices or 4 points.
right. Okay, so look at these others.
Well, I know rectangles always have 2 long sides that run like this or like this.
Okay.
So, and one set of sides is long and one set of sides is short.
Okay, so this 4-sided figure.
These sides would run into each other. They're like,
Okay, and that's a 4-sided figure, but
these sides don't. Oh, well, that might be.
okay. So I guess we need to know more about rectangles. What else do rectangles have besides 4 sides?
Well, their angles are different than the angles on here.
Okay.
Or if I could take another square and set it right in the corner.
What are those when the vertices come together with those 2 straight lines? What kind of angle is that?
We call it a right angle.
Okay.
Because it goes to the right.
Okay, and it's a 90-degree angle would be another way to describe that.
90 degrees.
How many 90-degree angles are in that rectangle?
2.
2?
2. Right there and right there.
Okay, what about on this side?
That's a left degree angle.
Oh, so it's not 90 degrees, but look, you tested it by putting a square there. Look what I can do.
But why is it called a right angle when it's going left?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's 90 degrees.
Okay.
So
90
there you
degrees.
go. You have how many right angles?
4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
So we've determined that this is a rectangle and this is a rectangle because it has 4 sides and 4 right angles. This one would also match. In fact, it matches exactly, doesn't it?
We rotate it.
Now, are there
Pretty good with my geometry terms.
There you go. Now, earlier we talked about this one. Does it have 4 right angles?
No.
Now I'll let you throw it out.
Yay! And this one doesn't have 4 right angles
That's
either.
right. But what about these other shapes?
These are squares.
These are squares, but look at our description of rectangles. 4 sides,
Yes.
4 right angles.
Yes.
So are they rectangles?
No.
Why not?
Because they don't have one set of long sides and one set of short sides. These are squares. I know, because I've been learning about squares since I was 3 years old, and these are squares.
You are right. They are squares. And what makes them a square that isn't the same as the rectangle?
They all have the same sides. They're
Yeah,
all the same.
4 equal sides. Now, here's something that is a normal misconception as well. Rectangles have 4 sides and 4 right angles. So do the squares. These are just more specific because they also have to include 4 equal sides. But guess what? They are rectangles because they have these 2 things as well.
I know. It's kind of like these are dogs and these are chihuahuas. And they are a dog.
Yes.
But not all the dogs are chihuahuas.
Excellent analogy. Very good.
So these are really special guys. I mean, they're more specific than these.
Yes, but they fit in that same family. The dog family.
The dog family.
There you go.
There we go. That makes perfect sense, Miss Glovely.
Well, I'm glad we cleared up those misconceptions, Miss Wonderful.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Math Snacks with Miss Glovely and Miss Wonderful.